Hello and welcome to day 1 of my 7 days of rest challenge. I am Phoebe Hart. I am a yoga teacher and somatic practitioner, and I am so excited to begin this challenge with you all, wherever you are tuning in from. This practice of rest is so needed in this fast-paced world that we're in. So I want to first celebrate you for meeting that edge of exploring how you can integrate rest into your daily life. And I welcome you to the rest space. This 7-day challenge is born with the intention to introduce you to the types of practices that will be within my monthly membership at the rest space. And our intention at the rest space is to deepen our practice of rest and to return to the parts of self that need tending to. So I truly, truly believe that it is not until we start to slow ourselves down that we can start to tune into both our body and the sensations that are present. And although at times that can feel slightly uncomfortable, it is within this discomfort that we meet within slowness, stillness, and rest, and even sometimes movement, that we can start to meet our needs of what we have perhaps been ignoring. So today is day 1, and I want to again thank you for joining me. And today we're going to be moving into a physical rest practice. Now, physical rest is the type of rest that I think we all think about when we think of resting, which is, lying on the sofa, taking a rest, taking a nap, perhaps just pausing our body throughout our day and sinking into a comfortable position. So we're going to start familiar and we'll move into some different types as we move on throughout our week. And today's physical rest practice is going to be a short yin practice with me. So I invite you, if you have bolsters, I use 1 big bolster and 2 of my custom mini bolsters. You can use blocks if you don't have those. If you don't have bolsters, I urge you to bring perhaps some cushions off of your bed, your pillows that are slightly longer. And today we're going to begin actually lying down on our back. So if you need to get your props, perhaps pause the video, go grab everything you need to be comfortable. Or if you're set up and ready, then we'll begin. So like I said, we're going to begin today on our backs. So just moving out that large bolster from underneath you, perhaps sliding it underneath your knees. And then we're going to slowly and gently roll down onto our backs. Bring our arms out either side of us. And just like me, just taking a nice deep sigh as you meet your back body into the floor. Just notice as soon as you come into this Shavasana position, this lying into our backs with our knees propped up, already that subtle shift in sensation, that cue to the body that we're entering rest. And we're going to place 1 hand onto our belly and 1 hand into our heart space here. And to begin our practice, we're going to gently bring some attention into our breath. So seeing if you can take an inhale through your nose and first filling up that hand that's in the belly. Gently continuing that rise of inhale all the way up to the hand in the chest. And then we're going to gently exhale out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, filling up belly, filling up chest. Exhaling out the mouth. And again, inhaling. Seeing with each inhale and each exhale if you can invite in just 2% more expansion into the body, into the lungs. Inviting you to drop and hang that jaw, opening the mouth as you exhale. All sounds through the mouth are welcome in my class. If you want to audibly sigh, I really encourage you to do that. Inhaling again. Sighing out the mouth. 2 more here. Last one, filling up belly, filling up chest. And exhale, sigh and release. Letting go of the control of your breath. Tuning into that sensation of where the ground meets your back body. And we're just going to take our full focus to that back body for a moment. Seeing if you can sense into the temperature of the ground beneath you. And over your next couple breaths, we're going to encourage our body to relax into gravity. To not try to resist gravity, but to be gently pulled towards earth and held by earth in our space. Noticing any areas of tension that are still holding on. Inhaling as you witness that part of the body. Exhaling, releasing, letting go. Letting gravity pull you. And we'll pause here together now in silence for a couple of minutes. Allowing our body to rest within this posture. Taking intention back to breath whenever anything sensation-wise gets too much. Using the exhale to drop back into your space and the present moment. Another minute here. And in your own time, moving at your own pace, beginning to gently wake up and move the outer edges of your body. Perhaps you want to have a light little stretch. Taking a big yawn. Following whichever way your body wants to move to gently wake up again. And then we're going to roll into the left side of our body. Pausing here. And then gently, again, in your own pace and time, starting to push yourself back up. And we're going to come to bring our large bolster or cushion or whatever you've got now behind you. Bringing that bottom edge of your bolster or cushion into the back of your pelvis. And if, like me, you have a block or a mini bolster, you may want to prop this underneath your large bolster so that it's on a little ski ramp, like so. And then we're going to gently begin to lay ourselves down onto our pillow or bolster. Keeping both feet planted on the ground here to begin. We're going to reach both of our arms up into the space above us. Take a nice gentle inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, soften at the elbows, begin to open up that heart space, seeing if you can meet the floor with your elbows, and then reach the rest of the arm down, laying it gently onto the ground either side of you. This is our gentle heart opener here. So a few options for you with the legs. You can either keep both feet planted on the ground here with knees resting in towards one another, or you can place the soles of the feet together and open the knees up into your butterfly. I suggest that you place either blocks or mini bolsters under the knees here so that you can come into supported rest. Or alternatively, you can lay the legs out long. So exploring those options for yourself and noticing which option is going to most support you into rest within this posture. A space where you can perhaps meet the edge of the expansion within your body. And only you can decide whether you've gone too far beyond that edge and you need more support underneath you, or to draw the posture back, or whether the edge of which you're working with feels good in regards to being able to take breath into the heart space. And as you exhale, sigh and release, allowing that body to drop into the support of the bolster underneath you and the ground underneath the legs and the arms. And as we lie here today together in our heart opener, I invite you to check in with this heart space. So just notice for yourself as we begin to open and expand through the chest. What other subtle sensations are present for you in your heart space today? Seeing if you can just name these. Describe them, perhaps what size this sensation is, what shape it takes within your heart. And again, we'll take 1 to 2 minutes here in silence to meet ourselves in the posture and to slowly take some gentle inhales through our nose and exhales out the mouth. Taking one more intentional breath into your heart space here, feeling the expansion. Gentle sigh, exhale out the mouth. And as you do so, really gently shifting over into that left side of the body again, supporting yourself to roll into your left side. And we'll just pause here In this fetal position, taking a moment to feel body into the ground before we gently again push ourselves up in our own time. And we're going to come into one final posture together here today, and this is going to be our supported child's pose. So I invite you to bring your big bolster out in front of you again, either at the front or at the back, coming up to kneeling with that bolster out in front of you. And then we're just going to separate our knees here and bring that bolster in towards your hips. Taking a breath in here, feeling your seated upright position. And as you exhale, we're going to gently fold the body over, down over your bolster. Taking your head to one side, whichever side feels most comfortable for you, to come into stillness here. And sensing first into that heart space, now being supported and rested into your bolster. Allowing those shoulders to now round, and for the front body to be supported underneath you as you can breathe into the back space of your body. Sending that breath down now into the base of your spine, into the pelvis and the hips. And as you exhale, sigh, release, let it go. Allowing again gravity to gently pull you a little bit closer to the earth as the rest of your structure begins to release and let go. Noticing as you arrive into stillness here, anything that is running through the mind, and just allowing it to be here with us, almost just watching it as if it's a movie screen in front of you with writing or words going across the screen. And then becoming aware of any sensations that are with you here in this stillness too, the happenings within the body. Taking a breath in again as you just notice and name those. And lastly, noticing how your energetic body feels here as you lie in the stillness of your child's pose. And we'll take a couple minutes together here in stillness in child's pose. Feel free to shift your face to the other side, rest into the other side of the cheek if you need. And again, if at any point sensation or awareness drifts or becomes too intense, bringing yourself back to breath. Inhaling as you witness, exhaling as you release and let go back into the present moment. Last breath together here in child's pose. And again, as you start to slowly invite movement back into the body, really encouraging you to move at whatever pace is most supportive for you, to shift back up to kneeling and to bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Perhaps with some blocks or mini bolsters under the knees and your big bolster under the hips. And when you arrive there, closing the eyes down for a brief moment, placing the hands back into belly and heart space. And we'll take 3 of those gentle inhales through the nose, exhales out the mouth together to seal today's rest practice. Inhaling, filling up belly and chest, heart space. Exhaling, sigh and release. 2 more, inhaling. Exhale, letting go. Last one, inhale. And with your final exhale, bowing that chin down towards your chest and taking a moment just to thank yourself for beginning this exploration of rest within your own body, within this challenge container. And in your own time, opening the eyes up, taking in your body, witnessing this structure that carries and supports you through your whole day. And just with a simple 10 to 20 minutes like this, we can allow it the presence and the awareness it needs to drop into some physical rest after all of the busyness that I'm sure we've had all around us. So until we meet again, which I hope will be tomorrow, I want to say thank you for joining me in this 7 days of rest practice. I hope you are leaving today's session feeling more settled within your body. And I'm very, very excited to hear from you along this journey. So if you want to share anything within the comments below, it would be really amazing to connect with you in that way. And if not, then at least please hit subscribe. It really supports me to continue growing this community if more of you are subscribing in that way. Until tomorrow, I really invite you to move through the rest of your day or evening with this attuned, subtle awareness of this presence that you've dropped into with self in today's rest practice. And until tomorrow, I'm sending you love.